Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's the big day. Before I take off here, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit, just kind of tell you what's going on. So, I'm in the process of getting my CDL. I spent, I would say, a full week hard, studying. I downloaded the manual, I read it front to back, I did the study questions and did pretty good. And I just kept studying. And a friend of mine told me about a couple websites that you can go to, and you could do the pre-test quizzes and stuff online. So I went to that and I started doing those, and I feel pretty good. I anything that I got wrong, I wrote it down, studied it, said it out loud. Anytime I took the test, I always said the questions out loud. I really tried to get this down because it's a big step. The getting your permit is the first part. Without that permit, you can't move on. And I don't really know all the specific phases that I got to do once I get my permit, but I'm ready. I am ready. So I'm gonna be taking off here in a minute. Let's go. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So I'm here, Missouri State driver examination area, right next to the Lincoln County coroner, and doesn't really look like there's a line. So I'm gonna take a minute, do a quick little run through, and then I'm gonna go in and take the test. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully I nail this, and I'm gonna pause it for a second and let you guys know what goes on or what happened. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully I can do this. No, I know I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm back. Well, guess what? I did it. I got my permit. I passed my test. One thing I want to tell everybody, that the way that the test is laid out on the websites isn't quite like it is on the test here. So just be aware of that. Make sure you study. A couple things else I wanted to tell you. Funny story. So I go in, and the highway patrol officer that's running the front door, obviously checks to make sure you have your mask, that everything's sanitized. So you go in, and I told him what I wanted to do. I wanted to get my CDL, and I needed to take my general knowledge, combination vehicle, air brakes, and then I wanted to add a tanker endorsement. So she tells me it's about an hour till lunchtime, so she doesn't know if she's going to allow me to take all the tests. And I tell her, I said, you don't want me to even try? And she says, well, usually people take longer than an hour, so we don't know if you're going to be able to do it. But if you can't, then you can take off for lunch and then come back. And so I had an hour. And so she goes, you know what, I'm just going to set you up. And she says, I'll set you up for all the tests, and then just go through them, and then depending on how good you do, we'll see where you're at. So I said, all right. So she sets me up on all the tests. So I go through the tests just like I'd been practicing, and skipping the ones that I wasn't sure of. And so I passed the first one, really excited. Passed the second, excited. Passed the third, excited. Passed the fourth, excited. I'm done. I passed. And of course, when I finally passed the last one, I yell, I did it! And so the lady's like, did you pass? I said, yeah, I passed. And so she's like, awesome. So I go up to the front desk to get my copy of my permit, examination that I passed. And she said, she goes, you did that test in 55 minutes. She goes, nobody's ever done that test in 55 minutes. And I says, well, I studied. So I said, maybe luck was on my side. So I kind of want to tell you what the scores were. So on my general knowledge, I got a 93. On my combination, I got a 90. My air brakes, I got a 90. And my tank endorsement, I got a 94. So I'm pretty stoked. Got pretty good grades on the test. I do want to tell you, though, I missed a couple that I shouldn't have missed. I knew the answer. I second-guessed myself, and I should have went with what I knew was the correct answer. I got nervous, and I second-guessed myself, so I got a couple wrong in the combination and the air brakes that I shouldn't have got wrong, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. Got my permit squared away, done and over with. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. I'm going to head home, share the good news with Sarah, and see what tomorrow has in store for me. I know I got to go to 160 tomorrow, bring her the test sheet. They're going to give me a check to pay for my actual license, and then I'll get all the information and see what's going on and what I got to do. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, well, hit the other button. It's cool. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe bell. And if you have any advice or stuff for me to check out, equipment, video editing stuff, whatever, I can use all the help I get. I'm new to this, and I'm just starting out, and so I'm learning as I go. So be patient. Things are gonna get better, I promise. I'll try to make things a little bit nicer and a little bit more fun, hopefully. We'll see. If not, it is what it is. So last thing I'm gonna leave you with, guys, remember, ain't nothing to do but to do it. Later.